What's up, guys? Welcome back to Latin Chopsticks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, today we're going to be going to an amazing place that I actually had another fellow YouTuber tell me about when he watched our video for going to Kiki's. And, you know, he had mentioned like, oh, that place looks great. I told him I loved it, and there was definitely something I wanted to kind of explore. I wanted to see what other options, you know, besides the typical Waffle House, the typical Denny's or IHOP. I wanted to find like a different place so we could go ahead and go and enjoy some delicious breakfast and recommend it to people that decide to come and visit Orlando, or people that live here that are looking to get something a little bit different. So what we decided to do is take the YouTuber's advice, and we're gonna go to some place called First Watch. Now, I don't know much about it. I kind of looked it up, but I kind of wanted to leave it a surprise for you guys and for me. Basically, this place is very similar to Kiki's. They serve different breakfast choices. And honestly, I've heard nothing but good things. I've never been. I don't know if it's a major chain. All I know is when I tried to look it up, there was only 2 locations semi-close to us, the closest being like, I think it's 15 miles away. So we are heading there now. It's breakfast time. We just dropped off the other car to get serviced, and we're gonna go ahead and explore this place together. My wife is gonna be joining us today, so hopefully we have a little bit more of different choices that we could choose from. We are starving. We will see you guys there. I can't wait. All right, perfect, guys. I just wanted to check in with you. I know I said we're on our way. We're already here. I kind of showed you guys the entrance. Guys, this place is completely packed. And the crazy thing is, I went inside and I just took a look, and it looks like a specialized brunch place. So, but it does have waffles. It does have a lot of different things. There's one thing I already saw that I know I'm getting unless I find something else that's even more amazing, but it's like a barbacoa breakfast burrito. That just sounds delicious. We are starving right now, but right now we're literally sitting down outside. We have a bunch of cars out in the parking lot and things like that. It's a really nice place, and yeah, right now we're just waiting until they go ahead and send us a text message. That way we can head inside and have some breakfast. Now, the reason I'm letting you guys know this is because, as I said, it's extremely packed in there, and it's really loud. So I'm hoping that this mic catches everything. In all honesty, depending on how this video goes this week, because of how loud it is in there, I am thinking of upgrading the mic. If you guys can just give me a comment down on the section below, let me know what you guys think of the audio. But yeah, so I'll see you guys once we're inside. All right, guys, awesome. We are here. We are sitting down. I am looking over the menu, and definitely there was other things that definitely grabbed our attention. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of explain each one that we're gonna do. The menu's pretty big. You guys gotta take a look at it. But my wife obviously is getting an avocado toast. She absolutely loves avocado toast. I'm gonna get something called the chimichanga instead of getting the barbacoa burrito, because the chimichanga is basically like a chimichanga, but it has like whipped eggs, chicken, chorizo, green chiles, cheddar, Monterey Jack, cheese, and it's all wrapped in like a flour tortilla, and then it's completely covered with this Veracruz sauce. It just sounds amazing. The other thing that we're gonna go ahead and order is my wife's gonna get something called the bocado, which is like a bacon and avocado like omelet, it seems like. And then we wanted to get something for lunch so I could have variety, because you could eat breakfast or lunch here, and the lunch is going to be basically this part right here. Is you basically get a half a sandwich, a half of the regular amount of salad that you would normally get when you order a salad, and a small cup of soup. So I'm going to look through these and see which ones, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to stick with the roast beef and Havarti cheese sandwich. For the salad, I'll probably get the chicken avocado chop, and I'm going to get the soup of the day, which I don't know what it is. We're going to wait for them to come by. But so far, I'm pretty impressed with this place. It is different than Kiki's because they have a lot of different things. Kiki's is really focused on their like huge, delicious pancakes. Here, there's a huge variety of different items and things that you can get off of the menu. With that said, I am starving. We're gonna go ahead and just wait for a couple minutes until they decide to go and take the order, and I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes when the food is out. All right, guys, awesome. One thing I forgot to mention is they actually have a seasonal menu where they pull items from like local, or not pull items, but basically it's all like sourced very locally. So they change them with the seasons, and they just started their autumn season one. So I wanted to kind of go ahead and go over this. So here's basically the autumn one, and you have like gingerbread spice donuts, $1 Million bacon, which is 4 slices of bacon glazed with brown sugar, black pepper. I might actually buy that. Barbacoa breakfast burrito, which the more I think about it, I might grab that as well to take home. But this is all temporary that they have here. And then, of course, here's the other side, and it has like a little bit of a description of the fall season. So far I'm really liking this place. I honestly, I find it very interesting. I've never had heard of this until the YouTuber had mentioned it, and I think I actually went to a restaurant and did a video with you guys, and when I went out of the restaurant, I remember seeing First Watch, and I was like, I wonder what that is. And once the YouTuber mentioned it, by the way, the YouTuber is the Hungry Polar Bear. He does videos here in Orlando as well, if you guys want to check him out. But yeah, so it's amazing. Like this place has really blown me away, and like I'm so glad that he mentioned it, and I'm so glad I had seen it, and we decided to come and visit. But we'll see how good the food is. I mean, the amount of people that are in here, guys, I'm sure this food is delicious. But once the food comes out, we taste it, we get a chance to try it out, I'll go ahead and let you guys know. So I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes again. All right, guys, perfect. So our first item is out. It's just a small plate. Let me go ahead and show you as best as I can. I'm gonna show the big camera and then I'll zoom into it. This is the $1 Million bacon. It's basically bacon covered in brown sugar and cooked with some black pepper and a little bit of, like, I think parsley cut on top. But it's something that's seasonal. It was only like 5 something, so we just wanted to try it out. I mean, we love bacon. They're nice thick cut pieces. But let's go ahead and take a look at this. All right, guys, so look at this beautiful bacon. It's drizzled with some olive oil on the top. Now, the good thing is that everything here, like I said, is locally sourced and fresh. So this looks amazing. We're gonna go ahead and just grab that tiny piece to try it out for you guys and see how it is. All right, guys, let's go ahead and try this out. It is almost covered in honey. Immediately when you bite into it, you get the delicious sweetness. Immediately after, you get the saltiness of the bacon. And then after that, you get the kick. I forgot to mention that they also put cayenne pepper on it. So you get the kick and the spice. So you get sweetness, saltiness, and spice. You get these 3 amazing combination flavors together into one bite. Oh my goodness. It makes this amazing, guys. Oh man. All right, guys, awesome. So all the food came out. I gotta show you this. We're gonna go one by one as quickly as we can. So, well, I'm gonna show you the whole table, and then we're gonna go one by one. I'm having some issues with the camera. It's just kind of been stressful, but let's go ahead into this. I'm gonna show you the avocado toast first. All right, guys, so this is the avocado toast. This looks amazing. I mean, talk about a massive amount of avocado on this delicious wheat bread. You have these beautiful 2 sunny side up eggs. Now the eggs are over easy, and they're cooked with steam instead of oil. And that way you don't have to worry about it being greasy and things like that. It's very healthy here. But we're gonna go ahead and grab this massive toast here. It's nice, even though it's completely packed, it's nice, and it's a pretty solid piece of toast here. We're gonna go ahead and take a bite and maybe try a little bit of the egg and go from there. All right, guys, here we go. Oh my God. What I really like about it is how fresh the avocado is. Super creamy when it hits your mouth. The toast is very crunchy on the outside, but it's nice and soft in the middle. But the avocado itself, it is delicious. You get these amazing pieces of like salt on the top, like crystallized salt. It's definitely a great way to start the entire meal. But now I'm gonna show you guys the brunch aspect of it. All right, guys, take a look at this. So you have the side soup here. This is actually Italian wedding. We'll check it out in a second. You have some buttered toast. And then I have this beauty right here, which is the roast beef and Havarti cheese sub. Look at that delicious, crusty, like perfectly cooked cheese on top. This to kind of hold it together. You get some crackers for your soup. We're gonna go ahead and try it out. All right, guys, the first thing I want to try out is the soup, but I want to show you guys this. This is the Italian wedding. I mean, it has delicious pieces of sausage in there. You have a little bit, I believe this is parsley. You have, I forgot what these are called, but these are like little type of beans of some sort. I can't remember what that is, but it's not on the menu because it's the soup of the day, so this is the specialty. The other soup was tomato basil, but we're gonna go ahead and try this out. Look at that delicious sausage. All right, guys, bottoms up. Oh, that sausage is so good. Seasoning is perfect. It is literally not bland. Usually when you get stuff like this and you get these tiny little soups, you get like this bland tasting soup, and it's kind of like, it almost reminds me of like canned soup, but this, super flavorful. The sausage is not overwhelming at all. It literally complements the flavors that are in here. It's almost like, it's almost creamy because it's a very thick soup. It's not liquidy. And because of that, you get that flavor of the cooked carrots. You get the flavors of those little beans in there. You get the delicious and like just perfectly seasoned flavor of the sausages. In my opinion, I think the parsley or spinach, I can't tell what that is. It's a little overcooked for me, for my liking. Maybe if they toned it down a little, because there's some big chunks in there. It might have just been me unlucky when they put like the soup in the bowl. Regardless though, the flavor, the taste, everything goes in well together. I'm gonna try a bite of the toast. It is very, very thick. And it's like whipped butter. Really good. That's some delicious toast. Let me show you the outside of the toast real quick. This is delicious toast, but if you can see the outside, you have oats, you have seeds, you have like pumpkins, not pumpkin, but you have sunflower seeds. It adds a little bit of texture on the bite, a little bit of crunch. You got that delicious whipped butter. It's not salty at all. The inside of the bread is nice and like soft. The outside is like very slightly crunchy, so it kind of gets a good texture. I'm gonna go ahead and dip it into this. We're gonna go ahead and try a piece out because this is amazing. All right, guys. This whole meal is delicious. And my favorite part, it is different. Oh man. Now we're gonna try the sandwich. This beautiful sandwich. It has tomatoes, it has arugula, it has the roast beef, it has that delicious cheese that's melted there in the top. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the sandwich. I'm gonna try my best to take a nice big bite of it. All right guys, we're gonna go ahead and try this out. Oh boy. You got the delicious flavor from the roast beef. The tomatoes are kind of like made in a vinaigrette, very slight. So it cuts through the richness. And then you get that delicious, really strong Havarti cheese flavor that's toasted on the outside of the toast. On the inside, like on the top and on the bottom. It kind of makes this explosion of flavors in your mouth that really complement each other really, really well. As you're biting down, you get that delicious crunch, and it's just a whole bunch of flavors. That is delicious. The craziest thing is the plate that I showed you with the soup, the toast, and all that. You have an option of like 4 different sandwiches. You get half of the sandwich, which is, you guys can tell, it's pretty big. You get a choice of salad or soup. You get to pick 2 out of those 3 different items. And it's all for just $9.99. That's like, I don't know if it'll go up in price or not, but given today's prices in restaurants, that's pretty dang good. You're getting really, really good bang for your buck. Definitely worth ordering when you come here. All right, guys, this is the next dish here. This is a chimichanga, so it's basically a chicken-based chimichanga. On the side here, you have the avocado, you have chicken, you have the omelet itself, you have the beautiful Veracruz sauce, you got sour cream, you got ketchup, you got tossed potatoes, or whole house-made potatoes. You have this little beautiful thing of little fruits. You got like strawberries in there. It looks like a little bit of melon, some blueberries, and some grapes. We got a really good balanced breakfast on here, so we're gonna go ahead and start digging in. Let's try this baby out. Honestly, I can't say this enough, guys. I am really surprised with the way they did this. This is really, really good. Let's go ahead and try this out. Presentation is beautiful, which in my opinion, a lot of places miss the ball on that. And I know it's, at the end of the day, it's all about the flavors of the food. But if you could get the flavors and you can get the presentation, you are just bound for success in the food industry. But let's go ahead and try this out. Yeah, avocado, pickled onions, the egg. That Veracruz sauce is so creamy, so full of flavor and delicious. Oh my gosh, that is so freaking good. Unfortunately, it is a little cold because I waited, so I will say that right off the bat. But that's our own fault. The food came out, and then I had issues with the camera, and it took forever for me to get it back to working. But if we would have started digging in as soon as this came out, it would have been amazing. It's a great, great dish. I'm not used to it. There's the potatoes with a little bit of ketchup. Potatoes are perfectly seasoned. They're not French fries. You could tell these are tossed, like hand tossed or hand tossed. So they're not overly greasy, and they're nice and cooked perfectly, so they're delicious and soft. But I'm gonna just try one more bite. I'll show you guys the inside of this, and then we're gonna go to our next dish because this is just, there's so much food and I wanna make sure I have it. But I gotta show you guys the inside of this. All right, so you guys can see, look at that. It's loaded with onions, green peppers. You have chicken, you have like chorizo or ground beef, I believe. And then it's just, man, it's so good together. Look how big this bite is. All right, bottoms up. It also has a little bit of a kick. All right, guys, perfect. So this is the last dish. This is huge. This is my wife's omelet. Oh my goodness gracious. We're just gonna try a quick piece real quick. Try this out, see how it is. And I'm gonna hand it to her because she is hungry and I wanna make sure she eats. So far this looks great. I feel like it could have been better mixed up together. Like, let me show you this. The plate itself looks delicious. You have the pico de gallo, you have the ketchup, and then here I believe this might be like a sweet sauce of some sort. Then you have this delicious piece. It's just avocado and egg, and that was on the corner. If you kind of look through here, you have like some of the bacon, sour cream, buttered toast. Now her potatoes look so much better than mine in my opinion. Hers look like they were cooked more thoroughly. So some of them are nice and crispy. So we might end up trading because I prefer my potatoes like that. But let's go ahead and try this out and let's see if it's as good as it looks. Oh my God. The avocado, super creamy. I haven't got a chance to try the bacon. I'm just gonna let her have it, but this is hers anyway. But the flavors are so good. That egg has a charred flavor that I always mention on the outside. So good. So like the edges of the omelet are super crispy and it ends up being like a really delicious bite. Not to mention that it also has on the inside, let's see if we can lift it, a bunch of cheese and bacon and all that. Oh man, that looks amazing, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and give this to her and I'll enjoy the rest of the food. All right, guys, awesome. I mean, I'm gonna try to enjoy as much as I can before I take some home to take home because there's just so much food. But what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm just gonna take the rest of this time, enjoy this meal with my wife. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm super happy that the YouTuber reached out to me and let me know, hey, you gotta check this place out. Thank you. And then they told me they had never been to Kiki's themselves. But honestly, I feel like they're both breakfast places and brunch places, but you're really comparing apples to oranges. If you want something different and you want something unique, definitely come and visit First Watch. The address and all the information is in the description below. If you're looking for your typical breakfast, just in a more elegant and extravagant fashion, then I would say go to Kiki's. Regardless, they're both solid choices while you're here in Orlando if you guys want to have some breakfast before going to the parks. With that said, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it, guys. We are at 700 subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, or at least almost to 700 at the time of filming this. We're like 2 away. You know, I hope you guys keep enjoying the videos. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It really helps me a lot. It doesn't cost you guys anything, and it really makes us be able to go into a more variety and larger, and maybe start going a little bit further away in Orlando, since as you guys know, Orlando is massive. I will see you guys next Sunday, but until then, let's just keep on eating.